Fuck. I really don't feel like. I think it's recording. Anyway, today I really don't feel like doing anything. Um, Especially making a video. But I'm gonna make a video anyway, so it is what it is. And I don't really have much to talk about. Maybe the fact, so I did start the 100 affirmations or 100 repetition of affirmation. And yeah, basically trying not to think of any negative thoughts. That's pretty hard. Um, I feel very behind most of life. I see like 20-year-olds and they're fucking millionaires doing the exact same thing that I'm doing, you could say. And but something doesn't click. It's like, what are they doing correct that I'm not? And they've been doing it less time than me. So before I just get butthurt about those type of things, but now it's more like there has to be a way. Like th- they're not any smarter than me, so like, what's the issue? You know, like, am I doing the wrong work, or am I spending my time in not a good direction, or am I going in all directions all at once, and that's why I don't get anything really? So, and is it just me as a person? Like, is it, or can it be unlearned? Like this feeling of the grass is always greener on the other side. Is it just like a fallacy, like a mental fallacy? Um, who knows? I kind of like seeing myself talk there, but I know I should be looking there because the camera is there. So at least let me get like real close to it. I don't even know if I'm gonna go all the way to the 10-minute mark today, but I was thinking of just doing some work sesh as my video or whatever. Um, I was supposed to work out by now, but I haven't worked out yet. And I passed out after work. I thought was only gonna sleep for 10 minutes, ended up an hour, so everything's just running behind like crazy. And what else? How much minutes am I in? Oh, this is gonna be painful. I'm only at 3 minutes. I guess you'll just have to hear me yap. It doesn't matter. This only gets like couple views anyway, so it's fine. Um, so I do need to make a habit of doing stuff I don't want to do because there's a lot of things I don't want to do, a lot, and I avoid them. And I think I just start there, just get stuff done that I don't want to do. Um, yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? I have hit a roadblock. I have nothing else to say, believe it or not. And I guess, I don't know, I opened up new YouTube channel, or not YouTube channel, but like a new account. And then I'm seeing all these lifestyle people. All these people are just doing random ass things, like random boring things, and getting crazy amount of views. It's a lot of work, but there's also, it seems like there's a niche of it. So what I learned today from one of the videos was that you gotta be authentic. So there's three things. Either the people find it entertaining, or they get some value out of it, some educational. There's one more thing. Entertainment, education. I don't remember the last one. Fuck. Whatever. But at the end of the day, the person has to go through the video and be have a positive experience out of it. So obviously then that just means give value to whatever you're doing, right? But authenticity is the most important. Right now, the most authentic I can be is just describing my story. I guess I could start there. So what? Like right now, I'm 33. I started my entrepreneur journey at 24. So I bought like a SEO course for like 10K on a credit card, and I didn't realize I could just report it stolen or whatever, but there's two-factor authentication or whatever. Like I remembered making it, and for some reason, the first year of entrepreneurship, I was kind of an idiot. Not that like I was trying to start a SEO agency. Not that like I got my first client, let's say within 2, 3 months. It was just a friend of mine. I told him about it, and back then I was just learning SEO, right? So I would just do more stuff for free than nothing, because at the end of the day, it will help me build my portfolio. But he's also some rich Asian kid. So then I thought, like, well, he could help me with real estate, he could help me with this, he could help me with that. So I just invested that time in putting in work for free, and thinking was that if I double down on one client, then all the other clients will be better. But in retrospect, it should have been. So I was sorry, go back a little. I was working at a pizza shop, so I was a pizza boy, right? I just graduated. I bought the course like in the January, and I was graduating by April. So technically, I could have tried to find a job at that time, but I didn't. So I just kept working the pizza. Might be some mental like um again fallacy, just the way I think. Like I'm so smart in all these other areas and so dumb in all these other areas, right? So um anyway, so I kept working at the pizza job because I had to pay at least $1,000 per month. It'd get charged, right? My credit card. So I had to work there while I was had that 500 per month um client for a bit, like at least till no, actually, yeah. I got that client in about, let's say, June-ish. Um, but anyway, where am I going with this story? The story is I could have just gotten a job after graduation, because technically, instead of just trying to get clients or just focusing on one client and just working that part-time job as a pizza boy, I could have just increased my income. Like, what was the point of it, of uni, if it wasn't to get a job? But I hated a job. I didn't want to do a job. Like, it was better to do the pizza job because I knew then at least I wouldn't be stuck in a full-time thing. And then uh, where I'm right now is what I was trying to avoid, which was I didn't want to work a job and then work uh, on my business, and just spend all my time working. Like I guess I was just trying to um, get there without getting there, or I thought I had the tenacity or willpower to like to just go through, because it's so much easier. Like if all day you're just working on your business, it's a lot easier. And I had a lot of bad habits around that time that I just couldn't quit. If that makes any sense. So um, that really kind of slowed down my progress. But at that point, the first year was when I was most dedicated, right? And at that time, like I can work harder than everybody else. Like it doesn't matter if they have a lot. Um, like, cause I saw myself working harder than that Chinese kid, right? Because like, but the problem I never realized, or not until I realized very late, maybe a couple years back, was that no matter how hard I work, he'll always be ahead, because just because of like the level of wealth he had, right? Or his family had. So it doesn't matter if he didn't work hard or didn't work hard. Like that wasn't the comparison to make because he'll always be ahead, right, for the foreseeable future. So it's not just about working hard, it's also about direction, it's also about um potential and whatever. Because some people obviously they work a certain amount and then they rise to the top, right? So I'm just gonna go over just close off the first year and then go into another thought I was thinking I was having. Um, anyway, so I just worked the that year as a what's it called, pizza boy, and trying to pay off that loan, not loan, but like the credit card debt, you could say. It would like, I think I already said it, but it would like charge 1,000 every month that I had to make sure was there. And then in the meantime, I was working on technically my SEO business, but I only had one client, so you could consider it just a job, right? I thought it would be better. In any case, it wasn't the best way to go about it. It's like I should have been focused on getting more clients and just covering my expense through the other client rather than um because there's one guy, two people or three people. I try to close at 1,000 per month. Um, but I didn't know how to sell, so I couldn't show them the value of it, even though they probably had the money. Or I wasn't willing to be uh upfront and just take $300 per month deals or $400 per month deals, right? So um nor was I willing to take the risk of just going fully without the job, because now that all this time has passed, it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world to have that credit card debt, because then at least there would have been a fire in my ass to kind of get clients and do everything. And at that time, I still lived with my parents, so it was still fine. My house was rented out, so that was also fine. So like, there was never that big a risk, but for some reason, I kept working there. Anyway, so by mm, next February, I ended up quitting that job and I finally paid off that loan and I thought I was free. Um, but that's just like the first year of business, right? And so on and so forth. Now I have a job, like now here, and I find like I have very little energy left over after my job. And I just burnt out, just super, super, super burnt out. Because after the job, I have to just work towards going to where I want to go. But as I said from one of the earlier videos, I'm a jack of all trades pretty much, so um, everything looks important. So then now it's like, okay, whatever the time I do have left, I have to find time to, um, after everything, like after making the meals, after going and doing regular stuff, washing dishes and whatever, then I have some time left to um, put somewhere, but it's not in one direction. Because like last year, March, last year, March or whatever, I found meme coins, right? And there's a thing called pumped out fun. So basically, it was like the timing was perfect. It just, I lost too much too quick um, with the little I had, um, and I didn't want to take that risk to see it through. But ultimately, it would have been a good if I just kept at it and just try to learn the edge, right? It would have been really good had I been there. But now here I am. So you might have heard of that Trump coin, right? So basically, that was the same thing, right? So some people made like 5 mil, 3 mil. Some guy even made 100 mil, I think. Um, and it's crazy because once crypto starts going on fire, then it's like you have no time. And now that there is time, I don't feel like it's just always this random ass FOMO. It just, I literally will go in now because of FOMO. So and I've been since with like 2016, 2017. So crypto's always been a thing that I couldn't quite capture, but like um it would always be out of a FOMO. Like I'd always go in and I'll always be interested when um people are making money. And when there's a bear market, then I could care less. Like try to build something else or whatever, and just in any way. And then the other section is just like e-com. So now that AI can build websites, I'm looking into that. And yeah, I just burnt out, mainly burnt out. I try to say I'm not burnt out, but technically I am. Like all year, just grinding, grinding, grinding. This year, it's like, this year's like I haven't seen enough progress for my brain to rewire itself. And I have to kind of act as if I already have it, like in order to self, um, like self fuel, because there's literally no fuel left. Like there's no excitement, nothing's gonna happen. It feels like it's over actually. And the whole reason I'm documenting this is just so like at least I can record myself being in a rut, right? And thinking through what I'm thinking through to kind of get myself out of the rut. Because technically, I should have made it by now, right? Technically. And if it's not, then like, who am I? Am I what's it called? Entrepreneur, you know? Like, I hated that feeling. Like, or like just even that label, because it feels like I am. Like, am I all talk? Is that the end of my life? You know, just all talk. Like, I'm gonna be this guy. I'm gonna be this guy. And like, for what? For what? Nothing. Nothing. That's the risk. That's the real risk, right? Because of all the like, okay, you could have got a job this whole time and um, moved up the career ladder or whatever, and just start making some money, like some whatever money. But instead, you chose to risk it and go your route and go your way. And the risk is just obviously the experience is there and the self-efficacy that you can figure out how to go about it, how to go about life and get what you want. That's there. But at the end of the day, the real scorecard is the bank account, right? So, so yeah. And I think it's with everything. Like, if I go back, like even at 18, I was working out, but do I have the body I want? Probably not, because it's all this on and off, on and off, on and off type shit. Like, get fat, work out, or work out, get an injury and forget about it, just lose the momentum, or keep working out but never thinking about the diet, you know. But in any case, damn, I just started rambling actually. So, but now, yeah, it feels like I'll have to figure out how to get more energy. That's one thing. Because one thing is certain, I'm not gonna get more energy as I grow older, and I'm already starting to feel like lack of energy. Like before, I could just pull off all-nighters like nothing, and now it's like, damn, I don't really want to do an all-nighter. I'd rather get my sleep. And what else? I had a thinking. I forget. The thinking was, yeah, because I feel like I'm very slow. So I went for a run today, and I was wondering, why do I feel like I'm slow? Like, okay, that's a part that I don't like about myself. Like, there's either you're a rabbit or you're a turtle, and I feel like I'm a turtle, all right? But how do I know it's not fixable? Like, why am I so certain that, yeah, how do I know it's not an excuse? That's what I'm trying to say, right? It's like, am I just lazy? Or am I just taking the easy way out? Because it's easier not to spend energy and just say you're slow and not try to get things done and not try to have goals. Or it's easy to say like I can't plan my day. It's easy to say all these other things. So how much of this shit is just my own bullshit, you know? The reason I am where I am is because of all the actions I took. So that's the first step, is just taking accountability of why you are where you are, because it's a fact. Like, all the opportunity was there, and it's just you didn't capture it, right? Nobody else is saying, like, everybody else captured it, so what's stopping you, right? But yeah, okay. Yap session over.